Newcastle have failed to win on just one occasion so far in the competition, a 1-1 draw with Sporting, while their 4-0 demolition of Sochaux showed their credentials. Watching the action is Gary Bloom.
3 cup ties in the space of a week could well shape Newcastle United's season. Domestically, Newcastle are still involved in the FA Cup, but failure to reach the last 16 of the UEFA Cup against the 6th best team in Holland is likely to sound alarm bells at Newcastle United. Newcastle's last trophy was in 1969. Their fans have had to be patient. Now, Herenveen have received a boost ahead of their encounter against Newcastle with the recovery of leading goalscorer Klaus-Jan Huntelaar from a groin injury that ruled him out of the Roda game on Saturday. Arnold Brugging, a vastly experienced European campaigner, has overcome flu to play today. Jermaine Jenas is suffering from a viral infection but deemed fit enough to play today. Fellow midfielder Kieran Dyer is out with flu. Nicky Buttmiss is out with an ankle problem, and John Annan Boomsong is ineligible, so young defender Peter Ramage is in the 19-man squad. So full house here to watch the likes of Patrick Kluivert and Alan Shearer lead the Newcastle United attack along with Shola Amiobi. This only Herenveen's second meeting with English opposition, and they lost the last time out against West Ham United. Newcastle United not in the stripes tonight, they're in the change strip of yellow jerseys. Early free kick here for Newcastle United. Given away by Said Bakati. Herenveen have won it back though. Bit of a chase on here involving Broja. Shay Given, the Republic of Ireland international, with the hurried clearance. Klaus-Jan Huntelaar was offside by some distance. He really is a danger man for Herenveen. And remember, this is an ideal opportunity for the Dutch side to try taking advantage back to England next week when the sides meet again. Here's Alan Shearer. Shearer with an opening, great tackle. Amiobi. Stephen Carr, the right back now for Newcastle. And he's skipped away from his marker. Now can he pick out a colleague here? Lee Bowyer arriving inside the 6-yard box, unable to keep his header down. Lee Bowyer, who got on the end of this cross, has played for Leeds in the Champions League and also in the UEFA Cup. Raza galloped forward there. Cut out by Amdi Faye, number 15. Eshta. Broja. Lovely layoff by Huntelaar. Thomas Raza. Raza's cross. Away by Bramble. Eshta. A block from Newcastle United, from Varainen, who had the shot. Now can Newcastle break quickly? Shearer under pressure from Hansen. And Shearer is hauled down. Hansen really got the yard of yellow jersey around his fist here. Graham Souness, who won the European Cup in his days with Liverpool. As a player, of course. Have a layoff by Jenas. Babayaro. Easy take for the goalkeeper. Landa Boucha. Belgium with an easy catch there. Hasn't had much to do so far. Herenveen would like to keep it that way. But Inan with the layoff. Bakati. Rambles under pressure here. Huntelaar. Oh, fine finish. Herenveen have the lead. Bramble never looked comfortable in this position. And the ball ripped from him by Brugging. Helped it back into the path of Huntelaar. And look at that devastating finish. Great turn away from Andy Faye as well. Lovely roll around here by Jan Huntelaar. That is the first goal Herenveen have ever scored against English opponents. Huntelaar. Herenveen really have their tails up now. In towards Huntelaar again. Able to add to the one goal he's already scored, but he certainly looks in the mood. And the marking was not impressive by Titus Bramble. Kluivert helped through to Shola Amiobi, who's bundled over by Broja. No complaints from Shola Amiobi. It's been a rather lame Newcastle performance so far in such an important week for them. Lee Bowyer could be in trouble here. Yellow card for Newcastle United's former England international. He was sent off in this competition, playing for Leeds against Malaga in the UEFA Cup for stamping on an opponent. See, there was a use of the elbow there by Bowyer. Newcastle United's fans hoping their side can reverse this 1-0 deficit. The referee claiming that struck Babayaro on the back, but I'm not sure the referee had a great grasp of Babayaro's anatomy there. This looks promising. Shearer waiting in the middle. Smuggled clear by Broja. Alan Shearer, the Newcastle captain, who says he could well retire at the end of the current season. Prolific goal scorer for club and country. Almost got on the end of this one. Oh, the Herenveen coach, Gert-Jan Verbeek, looks pretty happy. Side are in front. Carr. Genus. Bowyer to his right. Shola Amiobi went to ground and was looking for a free kick. Well, the home side will be pretty happy in that opening 45 minutes when Huntelaar scored the opening goal with this well-taken shot. But to be honest, Herenveen have been on top for long periods, and at the interval, 1-0 to Herenveen. It's Newcastle United who won their Group D in qualifying for the last 32 to get this second half underway. 1-0 down at half-time, something of a surprise in Northern Holland. Genus, incidentally no substitutions at half-time. Kluivert getting the ball wide here to Carr. Good cross, Genus tried to get in there. And Herenveen did really well to get it clear. Newcastle United looked bright at the start of this second half. Ricocheted off MD5. Bitterly cold night in Holland. But certainly the home fans have been kept very warm by the performance of their side. They hope to add to the one goal they have already scored. McCarthy. Yildirim wants it again. Here's Syed McCarthy. Herenveen doing really well in terms of possession. Huntelaar. And Huntelaar goes the return. Great challenge by Bramble. Brugging! Flashes that shot over the top. Arnold Brugging. Another experienced European campaigner. Again, Brugging was unmarked here. This could be a famous night for Herenveen if they can hang on to this scoreline. Shearer. Lee Bowyer brought crashing down. Not too impressed with that challenge by Daniel Hestad. Bowyer. In towards Carr. Comes through here towards Bowyer, who took the ball off the toe of Shola Amiobi, who was in his shooting stride before Bowyer nipped in front of him. But Newcastle are creating opportunities in this second half. They're trying to redress the balance. Yildirim. McCarthy. neat build-up by Herenveen, but sometimes the final ball's been disappointing. There's Praga. Yildirim. Trying to get it forward to Huntelaar, cut out by Bramble. Given could have a problem or two here. Van Yildirim. Boya tried to win it back, and then so too did Shearer. Foul by Andy Fye. Much more even second half, but still Herenveen can threaten. Yildirim. Given stayed on his line. Bit of a chance there. Eshtart just hesitated fatally there for Herenveen, and he attacked the ball. The Dutch side could well be 2 goals ahead by now. Van Yildirim. Hansen with a clearance. Genus. Foul by Petter Hansen on Patrick Kluivert. Kluivert would love to do well on his return to his homeland. It's Andy Fye and Shearer and Amiobi. Great layoff there by Alan Shearer to set up the chance for Shola Amiobi with this weighted header. Genus. Kluivert. Robert waiting inside the penalty area. It was Lee Bowyer who went to ground, but no real appeal for a penalty kick. Herenveen lucky to hang on to possession. Genus. Robert. And here's Shearer who's onside, and Newcastle are level. It just had to be Alan Shearer. It's his 23rd European goal, and Newcastle have a valuable away goal in this tie. What a tidy finish by Shearer. The move initiated by Laurent Robert and finished by Alan Shearer, former England international. Something to wave the flag about. Herenveen will be disappointed with Newcastle right back in the game now, and arguably the tide has swung their way with that away goal. But here's Raza. Corner kick to Herenveen. Came off Lee Bowyer. Etienne Verbeek. Slightly more concerned now. What appeals for handball. Danger hasn't passed yet. Newcastle happy to get the ball clear. Did seem to strike the hand of a Newcastle defender. Petter Hansen gets it clear. Raza. Robert. It's a great ball. Kluivert. Carr. Bowyer! Oh, that's a fabulous finish. Most sublime flick there by Lee Bowyer. And I wonder if this tie has just been settled. Eight minutes to go, and Lee Bowyer gives Newcastle the lead for the first time. Well, the job now for Newcastle United is to keep things tight at the back. And Bramble's lost it. Varainen. Oh, fabulous save by Shay Given. Truly remarkable piece of goalkeeping by the Republic of Ireland international. He's kept Newcastle's lead alive. No wonder Graham Souness can shake his head. Well, there's a deliberate handball here by Lee Bowyer, who has already been cautioned. And not for the first time in the UEFA Cup. Lee Bowyer sees a red card. He hardly brushed the ball with his hand. I think he's as angry with himself as anybody else. But for just flicking the ball there, and a deliberate handball, Newcastle will play the last couple of minutes with 10 men. Meanwhile, free kick here to Herenveen. Flicked on dangerously. Nobody to get on the end of that ball. Hasn't been easy for Herenveen since they went 2-1 behind. Newcastle United take a one-goal advantage to St James's Park next week. But more crucially, they found 2 away goals in the second half. They came from a goal behind to win this tie and would now be favourites to go through. Alan Shearer provided the first goal. Lee Bowyer provided the second, but was subsequently sent off. And he'll now miss next week's return in England. Final score here from Northern Holland. Herenveen 1, Newcastle United 2.
Still in Holland, the Amsterdam Arena was the venue as French side Auxerre arrived to take on Ajax. The Amsterdammers have a glorious European record, and they won this competition back in 1992. But they currently have an extensive injury list, a major factor in their recent dip in league form. That'll be music to the ears of Auxerre's veteran coach Guy Roux. His side are looking to capture their first ever European trophy, but they'll be wary of Ajax having been knocked out of the same competition by Dutch opponents PSV Eindhoven last season. This was the 5th meeting of the sides in European competition, with honours even at 2 wins apiece. Both teams came into the match on the back of victories last week, but it was Ajax who started the match the stronger. Rafael van der Vaart testing Fabian Kool on 20 minutes with a curling free kick. The Auxerre goalkeeper dived to his left to deny the home side an early lead. Van der Vaart was heavily involved in the game's turning point on 36 minutes. His sublime touch setting up Maxwell, the Brazilian midfielder making no mistake from close range to give his side a crucial advantage. Ronald Koeman's side almost doubled their lead 4 minutes after the break. Another Van der Vaart set piece headed against his own bar by Auxerre defender Bakary Sagna. Ajax almost pressed self-destruct themselves shortly afterwards. Trabelsi's poor clearance floated in by Kalou onto the head of Benjani, but the Zimbabwean's header failed to find the net. With 3 minutes remaining, the home side were again denied by Kool. Daniel de Ridder's long ball found Bakary, but a magnificent save from the Auxerre keeper kept the score at 1-0 to set up a fascinating second leg. Sporting Lisbon's José Alvalade Stadium will host the final of this year's UEFA Cup. It's a fitting venue for such a prestigious event, and Sporting would like nothing more than to be present on May the 18th. But first, they have the delicate task of overcoming Ruud Gullit's Feyenoord. Sporting coach Jose Peseiro has led his side to the top of the Portuguese league, and they were unlucky not to take an early lead in this game. Hugo Viana, on loan at the club from Newcastle United, crashed a long-range shot against the Feyenoord bar. With 11 minutes gone, the visitors shocked the home side. Right back Gianni Zyverloon's low shot was cleared by the Sporting defence to Bart Hoor. He made no mistake from 10 yards out. Gullit, a happy man. Sporting equalised on 22 minutes. Viana worked his way into the box on the right and delivered a low cross into the path of Custodio, who tapped in his third goal in the UEFA Cup to level the match. The home side pushed forward in search of a second, and Custodio was unlucky when his long-range effort was tipped onto the post by Lodovics. But the pressure told on 36 minutes. Good work on the right wing by Sapinto, ended with a pinpoint cross into Leedson, who powered an emphatic header to give his side a deserved lead. After the break, Sporting almost undid some of the good work they'd achieved in the first half. Goalscorer Custodio seeing red for pulling down Dirk Kuyt. But the Portuguese side held on to their first leg advantage, even if they couldn't hold on to coach Becerro, who was also sent off from the bench. In other UEFA Cup results, Real Zaragoza notched up an important first leg win away at Fenerbahce. CSKA will take a 2-goal lead into their second leg with Benfica in Lisbon. 1999 winners Parma were helped by a Stuttgart side chasing their first ever European honour, while Holland's Valencia look set for the next round, beating Steaua Bucharest 2-0.